Yes, Yang, I know. I was there. Thank you for telling me that the Eddie Laserhands got royally fucked on the last mission. Who would have told me if not you? For fuck's sake. Alright, let's see how bad. Good God, look at all that red. Jesus. Although, to be fair, we didn't actually lose that much. We lost some heavy lasers, but, I mean, we got a shitload of heavy lasers. So I think we didn't really lose anything. Nothing that we can't replace, anyway. We also had some double heat sinks in the torso. That's easy enough to replace. And yeah, we're using clans, so we will cram those back in here. And there we go, good as new. It's gonna cost us 500k and take a week. But, yeah. Could certainly be worse. Oh, hold on, chat. I just noticed. We got just a little bit of extra tonnage. I'm holding shift, chat. I'm holding shift. There we go. Yeah, that could have been worse. If they had taken out the right torso and taken that autocannon with it, that would have been a lot more expensive.
Logged and noted.
So yeah, we will, oh, chat. We're at 899. Are you ready? 900! So yeah, we'll get the Eddie Laserhands put back together, and in the meantime, we will hit the command center and see what else we've got going on. Price of freedom, assassination, defend base, recovery. I think, and I know Erst hates fighting for the Combine, but I think we're going to do an assassination. Now, we're probably going to end up in a kill box. Maybe not. But you know we gotta find out. Oh, don't worry, Sierra. We'll get to 1,000 eventually. I do way too much spinning to win in the mech bay, so it's gonna happen eventually. Let's see. I mean, obviously we're gonna bring the diet awesome. What else? What else? We will bring these guys. We haven't put Bolo on the field since we upgraded the Holy Fat Man, so we'll go ahead and do that. Might as well bring in the Dervish. We haven't put the Dervish in for a few missions. Let's see. I mean, I guess we can put in the rookies. Put in both of our trainers. Obviously, we're going to put in the Rommels and the artillery and all that. So that just leaves our last mech slot. What mech do we want to take? Alright, Smoke Jumper. Well, again, we'll probably be live for quite a little bit longer, so hopefully you can catch us when you get home. And if not, then I hope you have an outstanding weekend. Yeah, Bolo, you may not have been here, but we moved from the Cougar. We basically got salvage on a Stormcrow, and so we upgraded the Stormcrow. You're still riding with the Arrow 4, but we also put some extra lasers on there so that you can be useful in those scenarios where we can't drop artillery. So, like, for example, when Erst is up close and personal, and we don't want to blow him up, you'll still have lasers and things that you can use to be useful instead of just sitting there and doing nothing. Oh yeah, Smoke Jumper, we'll definitely be on for another half hour at least. Fridays and Saturdays, I typically stream for 4 to 6 hours, sometimes even more than that, so yeah, we'll definitely still be on in another 30 minutes. Let's see, what else? You know what? Speaking of Erst, we haven't put Erst in a little while, so let's go ahead and put him on the field. Speaking of, let's grab the man himself. I think, Sierra, you are the Dervish guy? Yes, you are. So you're going in your Dervish. We know Bolo's going in a Holy Fat Man, because that's what we do with Bolo. The bug zapper, I believe, was Gravel Lion with the Rifleman 2C. And who was the summoner? I forget. I want to say Devious? It was indeed. It was indeed. All right. Then our trainers, let's grab our rookie pilots. Kailania has been out for a little while, so let's get them back on the field. And Dark Sarah, having just made it back from the search and rescue, let's get them back on the field as well. As usual, we'll go with our same vehicle pilots, as we do. And I think we are good to go. Yes. So for those of you in the chat that don't understand the reference, the reason that we made Sierra Ocelot, he said he wanted to make sure that his character was wearing a beret. And when I think of a soldier wearing a beret, I think of the Ocelot unit. I know that's not natural. I'm weird. Fight me. So instead of 1 beret, I gave him 6 berets. Anyway, let's go blow some stuff. He is, in fact, pretty good. I mean, again, I can't do finger guns with this model. But if I could, like, just imagine right now I'm doing the finger guns. Like, I can't. I mean, I'm just saying. So, look. Well, first of all, before I go on my rant, Stu, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an outstanding Friday. Glad you could join us. Now, as for my Metal Gear rant, I want you to imagine a game, and I forget who I heard the idea from, but I want you to imagine a Metal Gear spin-off game that doesn't follow Big Boss, or Snake, or even Raiden. I want you to think about a Metal Gear Solid game that follows Ocelot from the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 until the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 1. And gives us all the backstory of all the crazy stuff that Ocelot was up to during all that time before we first see him in the original Metal Gear Solid. Tell me that wouldn't sell gangbusters. That would be a great game, and I think Ocelot is the perfect character to lead a game or a franchise like that. I think it would be outstanding. And voila, I do not know much about the game. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, Against the Storm, I think it just released recently on Steam, right? If it is the one that I'm thinking of, I don't actually know that much about it, though.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so an assassination mission, we are starting in contact, but we're not starting surrounded. Well, you know what, Walla? I can write it down. I mean, again, obviously, I'm having some disposable income issues, but I can add it to my list of things to look at. So let me add that to the list. Against the Storm. I know nothing about it, but I will have a look at some point this evening. Oh boy, we have fog as well. Well, thankfully, we have people with very high gunnery, so that shouldn't make much of a difference, I hope? Question mark? Oh my goodness, Chad. We are already starting strong on this mission. Do you see this? If you're not actually watching and you're just listening, it's a dire wolf. That's the mech. We started in contact with one mech, and the one mech that we started in contact with was a dire wolf. And this dire wolf in particular is an abomination with pulse lasers, machine guns, Streak SRMs, and an LBX-20. Well, alright. You might need to keep Erst back a little bit from that one, because an LBX is gonna really ruin his day. Just, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and reserve. We're gonna cheese. I'm gonna reserve down to 1. And the computer's gonna do the same thing.
Your eyes peeled, Commander. This looks like an ideal place.
But it's also gonna force them to take turns with us instead of, you know, the initiative thing. I'm also interested to see if there's anything else on the field that's close. So we're getting some missiles from somewhere. It's not the Direwolf, because the Direwolf doesn't have any LRMs. Chat, don't forget, we still have some Timberwolf parts in the cargo hold. And we could get lucky. We're fighting Clan Wolf after all. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I want to... Rebar. That's what I'm going to call you. Again, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name because I'm going to butcher it. But yes, I agree. Making a Direwolf a short-range brawler is not a great idea, and as long as we keep our distance... yeah, Mara, that's basically... Like, I'm using Karos in the Dakota as a scout, a spotter, and also, like, for example, on recovery missions and things like that where we need to get to a specific objective, he has the speed and mobility to get there a lot faster and easier than most of our other units. Like, for example, when I was doing the target acquisition mission in between streams, I basically had Karos flying around to all the points so that I didn't have to worry about it. And all we had to do was focus down the Rifleman 2C so that we didn't have to worry about the anti-aircraft. So yeah, having one VTOL on the field has been super useful, even without the battle armor. Yeah, Graveline, if you just sat down, you're seeing the Direwolf, and there's some other missile boats out there somewhere. Let's see, who are we going to go with first? You know what? I think I know who's going to go first. Speaking of Graveline, you're going to take the first shot, because that's going to let us put some heat and some additional damage on this guy right off the bat. And we got outstanding chances to hit, because Direwolves are slow as balls. Ah, water, yes. Further hydration is in order. And apparently this Direwolf is the target. Oh wow, we just hit that dude with all that plasma and it didn't even raise his heat. Wow.
Receiving you.
Alright. Well, you know what? That's okay. Because we got plenty more where that came from, and I don't see any other enemies in proximity, so he's about to get everything. If only I had precision shot, I would absolutely go for the headshot on this guy. Unfortunately, it's a little too early in the mission.
God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
We have not quite built up the resolve for that yet, but soon. Can I... Oh, right, we gotta... Yeah, Mara, there was a time, and actually it's on one of the more recent videos. I think it's the last video that went up on YouTube. When we were in Solaris, and I was considering buying a Fulcrum that they had for sale in the shop, specifically as a scout vehicle. But then we went ahead and bought the Dakota anyway, because we were still using the battle armor at the time. And we could use that as both a scout vehicle and as a battle armor transport. So yeah, it was kind of the same idea, and we almost ended up with a Fulcrum instead, but the VTOL... I kept telling chat we were going to buy the VTOL for the battle armor, so I finally did. So we got a direct hit with the breaching shot from Mara.
Commander.
As much as I really don't want to destroy this direwolf, I also don't want to take the risk of not taking it down while we have the chance. Unfortunately, our tanks are not quite tall enough to get a decent shot at this direwolf.
Heading out.
What do we got? We got Swarm, we got Deadfires. Let's do some Swarm, and maybe we'll spread out the damage. Try and sandpaper this guy down.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Because again, if I can, nice, we took out the LBX. Outstanding. If we can get full salvage on this thing, I would absolutely love to do that. And we literally just took out the main threat that this thing has. We just destroyed the LBX-20. Alright. Maybe I will leave him alone for just a little bit.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
And I hope I don't regret that decision, but let's send Urs down the other side.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
We'll see if we can start scouting out the rest of his buddies, because he's got at least 2 support units.
Yeah.
Devious, you still don't have Precision Strike either, but I'm going to position you so that you will be ready to potentially take the sniper shot on this guy next turn. We still don't have... I'm not even going to shoot at the guy. Let's leave him alone for now. Again, I hope I don't regret that decision. Oh no, chat, we have a problem. So for those of you that are familiar with the Holy Fat Man and how we use it, and not only that, how I play the game, I want you to go ahead and look at the screen right now. And I want you to tell me, what about the Holy Fat Man is going to be a disaster in the very, very near future? I'll give you 10 seconds. Well, good to see you, Lemur. Glad you could join us at least for a little while. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, at least. Yes, some of you have picked up on this already. Now, normally, I don't know how this is done. I do not know how the game decides what ammunition type is defaulted to the first ammunition type that you fire. In this case, it has defaulted to the nuke as the default ammunition to select. It has never done that before. Now, if you guys know me, and you've watched me for any length of time, you know I get in a hurry. I don't pay attention. And I have, on multiple occasions with the previous iteration of this design, fired off infernos when I meant to fire off regular arrow 4 ammunition, just because I was clicking fast and didn't pay attention. I'm calling it right now. At some point, I don't know when, at some point, I'm accidentally going to fire this, and I'm going to fuck everything up. And it will be unintentional, but it will be hilarious when it happens. So for all of you that were already pushing up your glasses and getting ready to say I told you so, in before I accidentally nuke our own people. For now, I'm going to go ahead and change that so we don't have an accident.
I got you.
But I just want you to know that I know. I know who I am. I know what I am.
I got you.
And I know it's going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when.
Orders.
Alright, let's go ahead and move up the tanks. I'm not gonna fire this turn, because again, I want to try to keep that dire wolf alive if I can.
Maximum
I would
speed.
really love to salvage that dire wolf if we can. And Dutch Irishman, good to see you. You are correct, it is a sign. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, chat. I had a sneeze come on very, very suddenly. I was not expecting it. But you are correct, Dutch Irishman. I will make that mistake. And Arrow 4s are actually outstanding. They are definitely they are not the most damaging artillery platform, but you get good splash damage, you get good accuracy, and they come with a bunch of different ammo types, including the Davy Crockett nuke. So like, that by itself is all the reason I need to keep an Arrow 4 in our lands. And Digital Arc Studio gifting a sub to Dutch Irishman. Digital Arc, thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate it. Again, you guys do not have to do that, but I always appreciate it when you gift subs in the channel. Thank you for supporting me, supporting the stream, and supporting the community. And Dutch Irishman, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we only have one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. Hopefully you do enjoy your time with us. You did, in fact. Congratulations. You beat Sarah to the punch. Or Sierra to the punch, I'm sorry. Alright, Kailania, again, normally I would go, you know, whatever a lady's equivalent of balls deep is on this dire wolf, but again, we're trying not to destroy it. As much as every instinct in me is blow it up.
Yes, Commander.
I'm trying to salvage it, and again, this may be a mistake. I may end up regretting it. I apologize in advance if that turns out to be the case, but it's very hard to pass up the possibility of salvaging a dire wolf. Especially if they're just gonna put it in front of me like that at the beginning of the mission. They're teasing me. Correct, Ravalion. Sniper artillery, I believe, does 55 damage base, whereas the Arrow 4, the regular Arrow 4, only does 30 base damage. But the Arrow 4 is a lot more accurate. And again, the different varieties of ammunition is the reason that I like the Arrow 4. It's also a little cheaper to run than the sniper artillery.
Ah, God, I was
Alright,
sleeping.
Karos.
What do you
Let's see
want?
if we can make contact with another enemy. We can, in fact, and we... Oh my good Lord Jesus. Chat. Chat, I was just talking about it. I was just talking about it. Alright, Sierra. Well, again, it was good to see you. Glad you could join us. Hopefully you can join us again before the stream is over, but if not, the VOD is always there. And if we don't see you before then, have a great Friday and enjoy your weekend as well. But yeah, here it is. We were just talking about how we needed a few more parts for the Timberwolf, and here's a Timberwolf. It's not the same variant, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, I think we're gonna have more stuff that we want to salvage than we actually have picks for. Can I BattleTech? 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 Thank you. Good lord, I could not get out of the menu. There we go.
Press all the buttons and you can't stop me. I can't believe I missed. I also can't believe I'm still alive.
That's fair, Grandpa Tex. That's fair.
Yup.
Alright, so, we still don't have Precision Strike yet, which is unfortunate.
And forward.
But now that we have another target, we can absolutely start putting the hurt on this Timberwolf, because we don't need to completely salvage this thing. I think we only need 2 parts from the Timberwolf in order to build one.
Firing.
Well, I think that one landed at a different area code, but it'll be alright.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Again, artillery is not dear someone, it's dear grid coordinates. And the direwolf isn't moving either. Alright. Alright.
Double time. Let's go.
BattleTech, I see what you're doing. You're trying to tempt me. Can we shoot over the head of this rookie and not kill them? Well, actually, it's not the rookie that's blocking our line of sight. It's the hill. Okay. We'll give it a try. Please don't shoot the rookies in the back, Gravelion. Please. Now, the plus side of using plasma rifles against a mech that has elementals on it is the plasma rifles will do insane damage to the battle armor if they hit it. Which really is doing us a favor.
Receiving you.
Alright, Sierra. Our missile boat captain. Captain of the good ship
I
LRM.
copy.
Let's go ahead and dump some LRMs on these donkeys. Oh, wait. Are we? We are literally out of range. I didn't think that was possible. Well, there you go. Today I learned. I guess we're gonna sensor lock the direwolf for no good reason then.
I've got a sensor lock.
This is what I mean when I say I sometimes click too fast and don't pay attention.
Reporting.
Also, I'm just very used to Mara and the effectively unlimited range of the sniper artillery.
Target acquired and locked in.
Like, as long as I can see it, I can usually hit it with the sniper artillery.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Now is the time. Okay, maybe now is not the time. I was gonna start bullying the direwolf. But the only melee that we can do on it this turn is charge. So instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up close. I'm not gonna use the AC-10s, because again, I'm not trying to kill this guy. But I do want to put some damage on him, see if we can get him to panic eject.
Will go.
And this might be a mistake. I am sending a rookie piloted hunchback after a clan. I don't know if the dervish gets a 2C, but the one that we're using is not the 2C version. But yeah, I'm sending a 50-ton medium mech after a clan assault mech. And for some reason, there's a part of my brain that thinks that's not a stupid decision. Yeah, the dervish that we're currently using is the plain old dervish that we got, well, quite a while ago now.
Move order confirmed.
We do not have eyes on that vehicle, but it's a 55-tonner. In the meantime, let's take some shots at this Timberwolf. Wow, we actually got both hits on the AC. Outstanding work. Yeah, I mean, I generally like the 2Cs better anyway, because as I've said before, Omni-Mechs are cool.
Waiting for orders.
And they have a lot of weapon flexibility, but they don't have a lot of system flexibility. And to me, that's the most fun part. Like, you can cram a bunch of guns into a mech. But the fun for me is, like, all the internal stuff. Putting in different engines, and, like, ferro armor, and ECM suites, and, like, messing around with all that is the most fun to me in the mech bay.
Confirmed.
Can we, Game Master? Can you thread the needle right next to that rookie hunchback? I mean, it's sex number. Is sex number really gonna work for us on this Timberwolf? Let's take the shot.
I copy.
No. No, sex number failed us. That sounds like a great... I wish we... I've said this before, but I really wish that we had, like... And I know that this game is several years old. But, like, the ability to do all of the crazy paint jobs and stuff, like in Armored Core 6, like this most recent one, I wish you could do that with the mechs in this game, because I would do some really stupid stuff with the paint jobs.
Affirmative.
We're not gonna fire with the Gauss, we'll just take the medium laser shots.
Affirmative.
And we only got one hit. Yeah, Gravelion, that's true. The clan mechs, I think, were always more designed for duels and stuff rather than fighting a war. And that's kind of the whole point of the clan invasion, is the clanners
Yes, Commander.
kind of developed their own idea of what war was and how wars were supposed to be fought.
Position
And even
confirmed.
though they had all the superior technology and everything when they rolled in during the invasion, they found out very quickly that they didn't actually know how to fight a war. They knew how to fight duels, but they didn't know how to fight a war. And they learned real quick. And that's the whole point of, like, the storyline of the clan invasion, was the clanners thinking that all of their superior technology and honor and all that BS was going to make them better fighters, and it really didn't. Yeah, exactly. Remember Tuki it. Never forget.
Here it comes. Missed.
All right.
Commander.
Now I'm hoping very, very soon, as in hopefully next turn, I will finally have enough resolve stored up that we can start taking some precise shots at this dire wolf and maybe get some headshots on it. I hope. And there went... Oh, that was an engine crit
Tearing you up.
and an arm. Okay. Well, we're already shredding this Timberwolf before we even get close. Yeah. The ammo bin definitely went boom. If I can get one more decent shot at that thing, we might be able to knock him down. But the turn's almost over, and I don't think we've got anybody else left to go. Yeah, exactly, Dizzy Buttons. That's the thing, is, and you know, anybody who's looked at it, and obviously if you've seen like any of the Text Talks BattleTech or seen anything that Big Red has done on the topic, like they've both addressed that many times before, that like the clanners were not a war fighting force, but they came to fight a war in a technologically backwards area, but in an area where people had been fighting total war for hundreds of years. And they were not fucking around. I don't know what the hell all that was. That was a lot of DACA coming from some battle armor. Oh, well, they got the autocannons. All right. Good to know. We will keep that in mind.
Confirmed.
In fact, I will keep that in mind about as long as it takes for an arrow 4 to land on your head. Actually, maybe we go Inferno on these guys. Well, they're in water. I'm about to drop an Inferno warhead into water, chat, because I'm a fucking tactical genius.
Engaging.
I amaze myself with my own stupidity sometimes. I wish it was Greek fire. That would be great. Walla, you did a thing. Is that you nonchalantly asking for permission to post a link?
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Oh, I don't
Oh.
like going fast. It's scary.
Oh. Well, apparently, this rabbit hole is gonna get a lot deeper. All right. Well, let me give Wella some link permission real quick before we get into that. There you go. Yeah, so just right off the bat, we have an unknown mech, but it's probably going to be another heavy ore assault. We have an Ebon Jaguar with some elementals attached. We have a hybrid carrier, basically a missile carrier. And then we have another LRM APC back here, so, yeah.
I'm gonna press all the buttons and you can't stop me. I can't believe I missed.
Ersts,
I
good to
also
see
can't believe
you.
I'm
Glad
still
you could
alive.
make it for your lunch break at least. I know you said you weren't necessarily going to be able to watch the stream because you got work, but been glad you could join us for your lunch break at least. You've
Come,
walked into
Nerevar,
a
friend
mission
or traitor,
where
come.
we're not only looking at potentially trying to salvage a dire wolf, but also maybe a timber wolf and also maybe an ebon jaguar. So, good mission if we don't all die. Let's see. So, already the stability is pretty bad for Erst and the Disco Inferno. But we can turn just a little bit, but we're not going to be close enough. I want to be able to get shots on this battle armor, since we got small pulse lasers. They're going to be very good at taking out the infantry. So let us precise strike, and then burn these mofos to the ground.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail.
And there goes the body parts
sweet it is to
flying
be
like
a god.
confetti. No, actually. The direwolf has not really done anything since we destroyed that LBX-20 that it had. Yeah, Erst, you missed me talking about that before. There was a mission that I did in between streams where you basically got rodeoed like 6 times by the same battle armor. And I just kept flopping you on the ground to get them off because the SWAT wasn't working and the erratic maneuvers wasn't working. So I was just like, having you fall down, and then every time they would just jump right back on. Alright, Gravelion, let's see. We can definitely get up here, and even though I shouldn't, I'm gonna use the plasma rifles against the battle armor
Taking it.
because it's super effective and I hate battle armor.
I'm on him.
So please die. That's a waste of a lot of plasma ammo, but it makes me feel better knowing that they're not gonna do anything. Yeah, exactly, Mara. Erst was basically living Chumbawamba that mission. That was his life for that entire mission. On the plus side, he did an outstanding job of keeping that battle armor occupied for pretty much the whole damn mission. God damn it, BattleTech. There we go. Oh no. Oh no, we got some more mechs in the back. This is gonna be a very interesting mission, chat. Very interesting mission. Let's take a shot at the low evasion APC. See if we... Well, you know what? We can intensify firepower. We might even get lucky and get a one-time on this guy. Come on, Mara. If anybody can do it, it's you. Not quite. And Jason, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Glad that you could join us. I feel like it's been a little while since you made it, so glad you could join us on this Friday. And I do not know what, but I have a feeling you're going to tell us. So by all means. Alright, come on. Please, please don't blow up the Timberwolf, okay? That's all I'm asking, is that you don't completely blow it up, Kailani, okay? I want to get at least 2 salvageable parts off of this thing. We might overheat.
Copy that.
Uh-oh. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Outstanding. Good.
What's
Good.
my heat? I'm taking damage.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting trade-off for the folks that are watching more on YouTube than on Twitch. I know it can sometimes be frustrating because you guys are so far behind, and like you comment on stuff, but like I've already addressed it in earlier streams, but I still try to reply back and like keep you guys engaged in the conversation because like I understand not everybody can come to the streams, not everybody is available to watch the streams when I'm streaming, so I don't want you guys to feel left out just because everything that happened in the YouTube videos happened like 2 weeks ago. Alright, let's see. How is this direwolf doing? Alright. Again, I'm very nervous about just
On the move.
leaving this direwolf without doing anything to it. But we do have precision strike, so once our snipers are up, I'm absolutely going to try and take the headshots on these guys. And you are correct, it's the cult of bad tactical decisions. All day, every day. Let us fire the AC-10. And we panicked him. He ejected 3 salvageable parts, chat. 3 salvageable parts. That means as long as we take the 2 parts off of that wreck, we have a Timberwolf. Oh, don't worry, Gravel Lion. You, in fact, have all the plasma rifles. If you don't know, or you haven't been paying attention, the Rifleman 2C that you are currently using has 4 plasma rifles on it. I took the plasma rifles off the Baby Back Heretic to put them on the Rifleman 2C. It is a battle armor pilot cooking machine, and it's very, very good at what it does.
Ready for orders.
Alright, let's see. So that takes the Timberwolf off the field in the best possible way. So then the next thing is we need to focus down these vehicles and the other mechs in the back if we can. Oh no, you're right. I was thinking of the plasma rifles, but yeah, we ran into like 1 plasma cannon a couple of streams ago. I was a little disappointed because it's only heat damage though.
Consider me there.
We still don't have the range to hit any of the vehicles, which is unfortunate. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna go ahead and fire dead fire missiles at this thing. Actually, no. Now, we're absolutely gonna destroy it if we do that. Let's do this. Please don't blow up the direwolf, Sierra. I'm asking you. I'm asking nicely. Now. Salvage is more important. We'll wait. We will wait. Because now,
Good to go.
finally, we have the commander ready
On my
with precision shot. Now we try to take the headshot. Cross your fingers, chat. We're gonna give him the full alpha with the ERPPCs. If we get lucky and take the head off this thing, that's 2 big clan salvages for us.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And we got the headshot. Chat. 4 salvageable parts on the direwolf. You love to fucking see it. So now my fear is that things are going so well, like somebody's gonna die. That's the only way this could possibly work now. It's like, I cannot imagine a world in which this mission goes off that well the rest of the way.
Commander.
There's a part of me that's just like, yeah, somebody's gonna get blown up and die. That's the only outcome that I can foresee. But we do finally have our Rommel up on a hill where they can start to put these Gauss rifles to work, taking out the vehicles. Looks like the other mech was a Nova. This is... Looks like mostly medium pulse lasers. So, not a huge threat, but we still want to keep an eye on them. You say that, Dutch Irishman, but if you've not been watching the streams, then you may not know. I have horrible luck. RNGesus and I are not homies. We are nemesis of each other. RNGesus does not like me, and I don't like him right back. But that's okay. Alright, Hellraiser. Well, good to see you. Glad you could join us, even if it was just for a little while. We will definitely be salvaging the dire wolf, and I'm hoping we get lucky on the dice rolls and get that timber wolf as well.
Orders.
Alright, let's put our man Game Master. I was gonna say Battle Master. A little Freudian slip there. Let's put our Game Master up here on the ridgeline and take another Gauss rifle shot.
Engaging target.
I went for max salvage Gravel Lion, but I don't remember if it was 4 picks or 5 picks. I don't remember how much it was on this one.
Yeah.
And let's see, now with the target out of the way, we can go ahead and move Devious up here to do some sniping with their AC-2s. Let me see. Honestly, I feel like the Ebon Jaguar is going to be the bigger threat with that battle armor. So let's see if we can get a good headshot. That's 4 shots with AC-2s at this distance. It's a little iffy, but we might get lucky. 50-50 chances.
Here you go.
I think we only got 1 hit, and none of them were headshots. Well, that's unfortunate. I still want to know what this other mech is in the back. It hasn't shown itself yet. Well, apparently there's something in the back that's got a Gauss weapon of some kind as well. That doesn't bode well. And something else with a Gauss weapon. That's 2 contacts. Although they are firing at aircraft, which probably isn't the greatest idea with a Gauss, but if they want to keep shooting at something they're not going to hit, I'm not going to complain. Mara.
Let's go.
You better get the fuck out of here with that. We don't just go home. We do not just go home. We kill everything and we get all the
I
salvage.
was sleeping. What do you want?
You know this. That's just not how things are done in this company.
Oh, I don't like
Oh
it.
my
It's
goodness.
Scary.
They go on forever. Alright, so we have a Shadow Cat. That's one of our Gauss weapons. There's a Nova with apparently every ER medium laser in existence. We have another Summoner also with a Gauss. And 2 more unknown contacts and potentially more besides. Well. Yeah, apparently the extraction is through all of these dudes, so we're gonna have to kill them all anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty lengthy mission, I think. It might be smarter for us to just pull Kairos back and hold this ridgeline, because we've got the water to slow them down. It'll take longer, but we absolutely have the advantage on this ridgeline. If we go down and try to fight them one-on-one, I mean, we're basically giving them an advantage over us for no reason. So we'll see. We will see. On the plus side, if we make them come to us, clan mechs are usually pretty fast, so they'll get here quickly. And Dubish! Good to see you. Glad you could join us on a Friday stream. As always, hope you're doing outstanding
Come,
on
friend
this
or
Friday
traitor, come.
afternoon. Or morning, or evening, or whatever time of day it is for you, wherever you're at. I don't know if it's worth it to send Erst forward. Again, that would be basically sending him into the lion's den to be surrounded alone by a bunch of clan mechs. I think for now we just keep him in the back, at least until he gets his stability back. So we'll let Erst get his stability back, and then we can use him as a moving target.
Yup.
I didn't say that. As a scout and skirmisher, definitely not a moving target. Let's see. I mean, I think we take a shot maybe at the Ebon Jaguar and hopefully get the battle armor and that Nova in the splash damage. Well, shit. It's already moved. Alright, well then we'll shoot at the Nova. Although I'd be lying if I said that Davy Crockett wasn't looking real frickin' tempting right now. Because we got a lot of big boys on the field, and I'm real anxious to clear out as many of them as we can. We might actually be at the point where I'll use that Davy Crockett. Like, if they're dumb enough to put 3 or 4 mechs together in one spot, I might actually use the Davy Crockett this time. If they give me a tempting enough shot, I might actually do it. Don't hold me to that. But I will consider it. Alright, let's see what we can see from here. Ebon Jaguar, not great chances to hit because of the evasion. I'm still gonna take the shot anyway. Hopefully we'll clip him and get some of the battle armor.
10-4.
Nice, nice. Okay, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. 3 out of 4 is not bad. Oh no, for sure, Gravel Lion. I'm definitely gonna save all my elixirs for the final boss because I'm definitely gonna need them. Now, I mean, the Davy Crockett is there to use. If they give me a good enough shot to justify the 1.5 million C-bill price tag, I will take that shot. I just need to know that when I take that shot, it's gonna be justified by the amount of damage that I can do. Like, I don't mind using the Davy Crockett. It's just, I want to know that I'm getting my money's worth when I do. Oh, somebody out here's got an AMS. Is it actually the Ebon Jaguar? Or maybe it's the Nova? Who's got... Oh, yeah, the Nova's got the AMS on it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right now, we have enough money that we could afford to use the Davy Crockett, if I were so inclined. But as I said, it's just a matter of whether or not I can justify it.
As you wish.
And that will depend entirely on the circumstances. So no promises, but we might get to see that big boom energy, maybe. So out of curiosity, because it's a 600-meter bubble, like, how much is 600 meters in game terms? Do we wait it out? Do we wait it out? No, that's not what our people would do. Well, we'll keep some people on the high ground for sniping purposes, but I think we're at least going to send the hunchbacks and the brawlers forward. 1 hex is 30 meters. Okay, so I'm not great at math. Somebody want to do the math? How many hexes are that? It's a lot. 20 hexes. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty big friggin' area. I mean, honestly, if it's 20 hexes, if I dropped it right in the middle of all these dudes, it would probably catch all of them. Although Karos would probably also immediately be vaporized. Like, at 20 hexes of range, if I dropped that, like, right here, that would probably catch all of these dudes and maybe even one or two of these guys. Yeah, it might also get Erst as well. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than I thought. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense that, like, a nuke should be huge.
Yes, Commander.
But, yeah, that's insane. Let's see. Maybe the next time somebody has a turn, I'll see roughly how big 20 hexes is. Because, like, from here to there, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're looking at, like, roughly half the range just to get to the other side of the river. And then that again from here. So yeah, if we dropped it here, we would basically catch everything in the riverbed and maybe even some of our people on the ridgeline. It could be bad. It could be very, very bad. It could also be really cool.
Good to go.
Yeah, it'll be a Terminator moment. Just like the very beginning of the movie. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the shot. 99% chance to
Roll
hit.
for that.
And that is structure exposed, battle armor damaged. Oh, so we hit the battle armor and not the Ebon Jag. That's okay. I mean, don't forget, it technically counts as ammunition, so it doesn't go away after we fire it. It's just gonna cost us 1.5 million C-bills to use it.
Moving to position.
Let's see, that's another Nova. I think we just continue to pound the Jaguar. See if we can get rid of him. Game Master, let's see if you can go for two headshots. Come on, buddy.
Roger that.
Did not get the headshot, but we did get a knockdown. That's good. That will actually prime this guy up very nicely for us to hit him with either a missile boat or some artillery or something like that next turn. Let's see. I'm waiting for some of these fires to go out so we can spread out a little bit more as well. In the meantime, let's take the headshot. Maybe we get lucky. We did. My God. The commander. I am a headshotting machine. It's like every time I do this, we're killing mechs. This is insane. I love it. Give me more of that, please. Speaking of sniping, the Summoner is, in fact, our primary sniper platform. Maybe we use it on the Nova. Or maybe we use it on the battle armor, because I hate battle armor. They're slow. They're gonna have to get closer. Let's go ahead and take a shot at the Nova first.
Locking on and firing it on.
So that's a pretty wimpy full alpha, but I'll take it. And Bland-Aid coming in with their typical greeting. Welcome to the stream on a Friday. Hopefully you're having an outstanding evening. And I have to respond to your greeting with Lale Nune Lo, which is not the same thing, but if you know, you know. Yeah, we gotta get Karos out of here. I don't want our old man going down. Not like that, anyway. I did not realize we were gonna be flying him into a hornet's nest. So we will definitely get him out of there next turn.
Let's hit him hard.
What is this, like, I feel like the salamanders are trying to jump on the Dakota, but, like, they can't for some reason? Karos.
Ah,
There we
God,
go.
I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, Karos. GTFO, buddy. I don't want you getting knocked out of the
I
sky.
don't like going fast. It's scary.
And yeah, we're gonna lose visual on a lot of these guys, but that's okay. That's the objective. We want them to come to us.
Confirmed.
In the meantime, Bolo can do their work. So let's go ahead and, as they are so infamous for saying, we're gonna drop the rock. Right on this Nova. Hopefully on their head. Pretty close. Pretty close. That was definitely a direct hit. Oh no, battle armor can definitely grapple vehicles. They've done it to our Rommels a couple of times.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Let's see. First, I think we'll go for a little bit of a pro gamer move, and let's see if we can flank around. See if we can try to draw them a little more to the left.
Raise your hand against
Oh.
me and I shall destroy you.
My goodness. That is exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. Son of a bitch. I think Karos survived. I think he survived, but that was the lucky hit from the Gauss, RKO out of nowhere. And there goes the VTOL. You motherfuckers. Oh, and now the bug zapper's on fire. Lovely. Alright. Alright. You fucking assholes. Now it's personal. Now it's personal. Hey, you know what it is? I know damn well it was that shadow cat that's out there. I guarantee you it was that shadow cat. You motherfuckers. Alright. Yep. Like I said, it's personal now. We ain't playing no more. Can I deadfire? Nah, we ain't. No. Alright. That's fine. What I can do is Battle Lord. Suck it, nerd. Didn't even get an armor breach on that. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. I mean, technically, it was, in fact, Karos' fault for not taking evasive maneuvers.
Reporting.
But even so, nobody shoots my people and gets away with it. That's not how things are done. That is not how things are done around here.
Yes, Commander.
But again, as I said in the stream title, revenge is a dish best
Here we go.
served cold. So we are going to have quite the dessert on our hands, Chet. It will be a flavorful dessert indeed.
Firing on target.
I'm also letting the rookies get up front, try and put some damage on this Nova. It's not a horribly powerful mech, so we might actually be able to get the rookies some decent kills and then back them off a little bit. Are you actually shooting at the one platform that is custom made for dealing with vehicles and battle armor? Because that's probably not a great decision for you, my friend. Oh, hold on a second, Chet. I'm getting a little cramp in my back. It might be time for a BRB so I can get up and stretch. Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. Definitely need to get up after this mission.
Aye, aye.
But that's okay. We're too deep in. We gotta finish this one out at least. Do we take a shot at the Nova, or do we maybe we take a shot at the vehicle instead? I mean, he does... He's turned his breached armor away from us. But he's only got an LRM-15. I think we take a shot at the mech instead.
Roger that.
Did the file name I sent help figure out how to make Darius not boring? I honestly did not see whatever you sent me, Urs. Did you send it, did you DM it to me on, the Twitter machine?
Orders.
If so, I haven't actually checked my DMs in, like, a month. Because most of the time, the only DMs I get on the Twitter machine are, like, people trying to get me to buy stuff. Oh, it was a comment. Okay. I did not see it, but I will go have a look after this. Well, after the stream, I mean. There you go.
Reporting critical hit.
So maybe we'll be able to take these guys off the field before the next wave shows up. So let's go ahead and intensify firepower and confirm, and let's see what kind of damage we can do to this Nova.
Firing on target.
And that took a leg off. Outstanding.
Reporting crit.
Take a dirt nap, loser. You earned it. Yeah, that's the conversation portrait, Urs, but I think that portrait, if I remember correctly, that's just the portrait that they use for Darius as a pilot, for when you're able to find him within the game.
Good to go.
I could be wrong. But I don't think that would actually change the portrait in, like, conversations and in the Argo and stuff like that. That's not the pilot portrait. Alright, well, like I said, I'll have a look at it after the stream. But thanks for joining us for your lunch break, Urs. Hopefully you have a decent-ish rest of your shift. Again, I know nobody likes working for a living, but...
Going full speed.
I think we gotta take a shot. Just headshot this donkey and
Taking the shot.
get rid of him.
Give him everything you've got.
Or at least damage the crap out of him. I'm genuinely surprised this thing has not blown up yet. And Gauss out of nowhere. I mean, that's true, Mar. I mean, again, we all work because we got bills to pay, but I don't think anybody, well, that's not true. I'm sure there are some people out there that like their job. I know most people don't. Devious in our summer. You know what? Let's not even move. We're just gonna stand and deliver. We need to take these guys out, though, because they are effectively providing spotting for their boys in the back with the long-range weaponry, so we need to get these guys off the field.
Affirmative.
Go into the darkness, you fucking tin can. But yeah, I think we need to peel back a little bit, because these guys, even though they're both in bad shape, they're still doing the spotting for the heavy hitters.
Next warriors, show them what you've got.
And there's that damn salamander battle armor.
Barely hit.
Yep.
Chad, do we do it? Do we do it? Because if I put this thing back here, it would still be close enough to damage all of these guys, but probably not our people. Can we actually reach back here? Are we actually... Oh my god, look at that circle. If we miss... This is a disaster. This could be a run ender if we miss. Look, it doesn't fit on the screen, chat. Understand, this circle is not the explosive area. This circle is the amount of deviation. This is where it could potentially land. Chad, are we gonna do it? Are we really about to spend 1.5 million C-bills? To maybe kill our own people and the enemy at the same time? Okay. I already know how this is gonna end, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Chat, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to let chat decide. I will not let the Lord decide, I will let chat decide. And again, I say that with the full knowledge of how the vote is gonna go. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Stop it, Twitch. Stop it, Twitch. Alright, where is it? There we go. I'm sorry, I'm not good at this whole poll thing. It takes me a second. 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes to decide the fate of the Davy Crockett and potentially the company. If you don't see the poll, refresh your page and it should pop up. Yeah, again, the poll is mostly a formality. But I want to see if there are enough reasonable people, enough reasonable lurkers hiding in the back out there to outweigh the rest of you psychos. So I will give you guys 2 minutes to decide. I mean, Bland-Aid, if you got 5K, spend it now, because you might actually be in a lot sooner than you thought. Depending on how this goes. I mean, it's not a total landslide, guys. It is not a total landslide. The reasonable folks are actually showing up on this one. Oh no, it's only a 2-minute interlude. I'll definitely take more time than that when we do a BRB. I'll usually get up for like 5-10 minutes. Hi, chat. About 45 seconds left. There's almost 40 of you in here, and there's only 16 votes. If you have any horse in this race at all, now's the time. Now is the time. Democracy does not work if you don't engage. Bolo, you are not going to get blamed, because I can promise you that in any unit where nuclear weapons are an option, the person in charge is always going to be the one to make that call, not the guy pulling the trigger. Alright, there you go. In a 10-7 votes, chat says do it. Do it. So, here we go. We're going to do something dumb. With that being said, I think probably 2/3 of the people in chat desperately want to see this happen anyway. So, you know, maybe preliminary Fs in the chat for everyone that's about to die. I have no... This might even crash the game. Who knows? I've literally never used this weapon system. I have no idea how it works. Like I'm basically gonna put it like right here so that the edge of the explosion is gonna be at this riverbank, and I'm just gonna hope that we catch them all. So yeah, for any of you that are lurking or just listening, if you want to see us for the very first time this campaign, and maybe the only time this campaign, launch a Davy Crockett, now is the time to pull up the stream and start watching. And I do kind of feel bad, because Erst wanted to see that shit too, and he just had to leave, so I'll tell him about it so he can watch the VOD. But here we go. Here we go. God, this is gonna suck. Well, there you go. The game is actually asking me to confirm if I want to do that. You can shoot the ground instead of the target. Confirm that you want to nuke. Not really. But do it.
It's go time. My long-range missiles
Oh my goodness.
some serious shit here, Commander.
Oh my goodness. Listen to all of the beeping. Holy crap. And you can see right here, like that explosion was right here. Our people even caught, like our hunchbacks. Look at that. They got some armor stripped on them.
Come,
Just a little
Nerevar,
bit.
Friend or traitor, come.
Holy shit. I think that killed all of them. I think that killed them all. Well, there you go, chat. We just spent 1.5 million C-bills to probably end this mission much, much more quickly. And yeah, we didn't lose anybody. Nobody died. Our frontline guys took just the smallest bit of damage, but... wow.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Well, I guess we have to send Erst in first, not only to get irradiated and sterilized, but to see if
What
there's
a grand
anybody
and
left.
Intoxicating innocence.
I gotta say, it was definitely worth it.
Detected.
Definitely worth it. A digital arc with the 550 Bezos bucks. Thank you so much for the donation. They said, best day ever. I agree. I was not planning on using a nuke today, but I'm glad that we did. Yeah, we definitely need to see what's left. That's why I'm sending in Erst, because he is very fast and very maneuverable. So we'll send in the rookies, and we'll send in Erst to inspect the damage and potentially do any cleanup. I'm thinking what may have actually happened, we may not have actually destroyed them all, but it looks like we overheated some of them so badly that they shut down. Well, we lost the helo, but that we had lost them to a Gauss rifle. That was not the nuke that did that.
Yes, Commander.
Now there's a part of me that's wondering, like, are all... because we really did just literally break the Ares conventions.
Copy.
Are all the factions gonna hate us now because we just nuked somebody? Or are they not gonna care because we nuked clanners? Like, these are the real questions.
Yes, Commander. Standing by.
I mean, I know Wolf's gonna be mad. I think anybody who gets nuked is gonna be mad about it. Look at that. Their heat is maxed out. It is insane. I mean, this is beautiful.
Confirmed.
This is beautiful. Although it didn't do as much damage to these heavier mechs as I thought it would. And that's fair, Serini. If no one survives to tell people that I used a nuke, then are they really gonna know?
Commander?
So yeah, like I said, we're gonna send the hunchbacks forward to inspect the damage. Yeah, that's weird. Like, some of the mechs just got completely destroyed, and then some of them didn't really take that much damage at all. It's kind of strange.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
But I'm definitely gonna take advantage of the situation. Well, that dude ejected, so that's a free summoner if we get the parts. That's another summoner.
Awaiting orders.
And then Mara doing Mara things. Let's just go ahead and drop some artillery on this Nova. Maybe we get lucky with a headshot on this one too.
Confirmed.
No, but got some stability damage.
Yes, Commander.
Man, what a thing. Yeah, we never actually signed the Ares conventions. We never agreed to any of that.
Affirmative.
Oh yeah, the vehicles are definitely gone.
Receiving you.
Thankfully, we've still got our super accurate tankers
Firing.
on elevation in the back to shoot at these guys from way, way back. Correct. They are, in fact, the Ares suggestions. They're only conventions if you sign. Well, you can say that, Mara, but remember, you get to shoot your big gun a lot more often than Bolo gets to shoot theirs. Bolo has been waiting to launch that puppy for, like,
Aye, aye.
6 streams or something. Yeah, exactly. We don't have a 5-minute debate every time we use the sniper artillery. We don't do a poll to see if we're gonna do the sniper artillery. Let's go stone cold, just so I can fire the full alpha again. And Rex, welcome to the stream on a Friday. Yeah, don't worry about the Nova. Worry about this. You want to guess what that is and where it came from? If you just got here, take a wild guess.
All weapons are go.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Yeah, we actually used it. We actually used it.
Reporting.
And it was every bit as glorious as I hoped it would be. Everything that didn't get destroyed immediately went maximum heat and maximum stability damage. Yeah, it's just a little nuke, not a big deal. I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about it. I can just imagine, though, having to explain that expenditure to Darius as the XO. As the guy who handles the bookkeeping, and he's like, why did we spend 1.5 million C-bills on the last mission? Convenience fee. That's what we're gonna call it.
Here we go.
It was a convenience fee to not have to fight all of these planners.
Yep.
Alright, let's see here. Again, I'm just gonna keep hitting this Nova because that's the only thing we can really see right now, so I'm just gonna keep hitting him. He's either gonna eject or die. Well,
Enemy eliminated.
never mind, I guess we know which now.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Alright, Erst. Time for you to get up here and do your thing. Again,
What a
I
grand and
do...
intoxicating
I feel
innocence.
bad for Erst, because you know he would have been all about that. So I do feel kind of bad, because he was not here to see it. But like I said, I will message him and let him know that he needs to definitely watch the VOD.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail.
So did we get the headshot? I don't think we did.
How
Let's
sweet
try
it
to
is
go for a
be
headshot
God.
on the Shadow Cat.
Battle mech power-up detected.
When are we nuking Santa? Well, now that we know what the nuke is and what it does, I mean, I promised you guys a while back that if we had not gotten to the point where we could take on Santa by Christmas time, then we would definitely be using a nuke on him around that time. And I stand by that decision. So, In the event that we have not gotten strong enough that I feel comfortable by Christmas time, we will definitely be paying him a visit regardless. And there's a headshot from downtown.
Target down.
Pilot incapacitated, 3 salvageable parts.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Alright, the Shadow Cat is now powered up. So it is now officially a threat. Can we get any kind of elevation to get a direct shot? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so we will just have to missile boat.
Going full throttle.
But that's okay, that's what the Dervish does. It's what it's good for. Guess we'll go ahead and put the hurt on this Shadow Cat, see if we can take him out. They're in pretty bad shape. Yeah, it's really weird, Karos, because, like... Well, there's the panic eject. But, like, it makes me wonder if we nuke him and he dies, like, is he still gonna pay to replace all of our stuff? Like, if we genuinely blow him and all of his people up? It looks like it did strip them from behind, because, again, this landed behind pretty much all of them. Let's see. Mara, go ahead and do your thing with a 99% shot on a summoner. Immediately take off the left torso and the arm. So we might be getting a panic eject out of... I mean, if I were these guys, I would have ejected the second that nuke hit. Like, as soon as the blast wave had passed, I would have been punching out. Like, these people are clearly insane, and I don't want anything to do with them.
We'll go.
I would not be sticking around on the battlefield after something like that.
Standing by.
But that's just me.
Roger that.
Alright, we're turning off the lasers so we don't overheat.
Taking the shot.
And again, the man's is sticking around. Gotta give him credit for his bravery, but now he's gonna be getting some, he's gonna be getting some Gauss shots from downtown, and that's probably not gonna end well for him. Which overall, Paranoic, we are using BTA. BTA Classic, to be
Roger
specific.
that.
And there he goes. And that is it. That is everybody dead. And one Davy Crockett fired in mild irritation.
Mission successful.
I won't say anger, because they didn't really make me mad. I was just like, man, I don't want to fight through all of these guys. Can we just nuke them and make this go a little faster? And, man, good lord. Well, it's funny you should mention that, because we just got, Paranoic, we just got salvage on a direwolf, and I believe if we get lucky on the dice rolls, we should also get a timberwolf out of this as well. Because we only needed a few extra parts for one that, ooh. Oh, that price tag, chat. We only needed a few more to go with our timberwolf, so maybe we'll get very lucky. But yeah, it didn't actually destroy that many mechs. It did a lot of damage, and it caused a lot of heat and stability damage, but it didn't actually kill that many mechs, which is kind of surprising. Alright, let's see what the salvage looks like. That was a lot of stuff, so... Bam, look at that. Let's see. Let's have a look at Bolo, because Bolo... Yeah, they got kills on all the battle armor, a couple of light mechs, and the APC. So yeah, Bolo clearly did the majority of the work by breaking the Ares suggestions. No, Kairos is not in fact dead, but they are going to be out for a long time. About 4 months, in fact. So Kairos... it sounds like you're going to be spending an extended vacation in the med bay, but hey, we're actually upgrading the med bay right now, so that might become a shorter stay. Oh no, we only got 3 picks. Oh no! Chat! No! Look at this list! There's no way we're getting the direwolf. There is no way we get the direwolf. I mean, unless RNGesus has the greatest of boons in store for me. Like, even if I took all 3 parts, there's no way. Damn it. I really wanted a direwolf. I really wanted a direwolf. I will take a timberwolf, though. Because we do have enough picks to get the timberwolf. And I will absolutely take a timberwolf. I'll tell you what, we'll do this. I will grab, let me double check, because I think we only need, so we need 2 timberwolf parts. So I'm going to take 2 timberwolves, and we will take 1 part for the direwolf. Maybe we get lucky. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But never say never. RNGesus, take the wheel. Not a single freaking part. Alright, what do we get? What don't I need? Don't need Clan Pharaoh. Don't need more LRM. Don't need half bins of machine gun. Don't think we need any more medium pulses. I think we'll keep everything else. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the mask. I'm not gonna get rid of that. I'm just selling off the stuff that I don't intend to use. Well, there we go. We didn't get a direwolf, chat, but we did get a timberwolf, which isn't quite the same thing. But I'll take it. I'll take it. A clan heavy is nothing to the clan heavy is nothing to sneeze at. Let's be honest, when you think of a clan heavy mech, you're thinking of the Timberwolf. Or you're thinking of the Mad Cat if you're a proper Inner Sphere citizen. I feel like the game has died. No, the game has not died. Well, if you're from Clan Wolverine, then you have bigger problems. Much bigger problems. Man. That was crazy. I mean, so first of all, I gotta say, props to the BTA team. Props to the BTA team for making a nuke feel appropriately like a nuke. Because so many games don't do it justice, and this absolutely felt right. For something that costs 1.5 million C-bills, it absolutely feels like you are firing a nuclear weapon. So, bravo BTA team, you done good. You done good. Now, first things first, I'm the realist. We got a Timberwolf to put together. And because you guys are going to be more familiar with Clanner variants than I am, what's it going to be? Are we going for the November or the X-Ray? Which is the better variant, chat? I mean, Bland-Aid, if you weren't watching, it did kind of set the entire blast area on fire. Well, most of it anyway. The N is fine, the X runs cooler. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me which one's better. Tell me an objectively correct answer about a very, very vague question, Karos. I asked you a question that has a very complicated answer, but I want you to give me a simple answer. I'm Torian. I need help with these things. Make it dumb speak for me. Okay, well, I see more X-rays than Novembers, so we're going with X-ray.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
And let's see. There it is, chat. Oh god, what did they do? Well, it looks a little goofy, but here's our first Timberwolf, chat. In all its glory. We're clearly gonna have to do some work on this thing, but yeah, there it is. There it is. Like, I think it's fitting that this thing has the pirate-type paint job, because this looks like a pirate built it. It definitely looks like a pirate built it. Like, they were just sticking weapons wherever they would fit. But we will definitely have to do some mech Betty heresy on this Timberwolf. I don't know if we will do it right now. Because again, I do want to take a BRB so I can get up and do some stretching. But yeah. Yang might be a pirate. I mean, he might, yeah, that's true. But yeah, so let's do that real quick, chat. Let's do a BRB, because again, I need to get up, I need to stretch, I need to use the restroom, and it'll give you guys a chance to get up, refresh your drinks and whatnot as well. So let's do that. We are gonna go to ye olde overlay. And let me do as I typically do and give you guys some music to listen to while we take a brief break. Actually, Mara, that is an outstanding idea. We are not in the middle of memory leak territory just yet, but it would be a great idea to go ahead and drop a save and restart the game as well. So we will do that while we're doing the BRB. In fact, let me mute the game audio, since I am going to put on some tunes for you guys. I don't want you getting blasted by the game audio while we do that. Hold on just a second. I want to actually get the game restarted before I go to the BRB, so that way it can do the part that takes a long time while I'm up and moving around. Gonna stretch like you would not believe, says Bland-Aid. Well, maybe. I mean, that's a good thing, though. Remember, don't spend all your time sitting on your butt, chat. You gotta get up. You gotta move around. Even if you work from home, even if you work a desk job, you gotta get up and move around. It's bad for you to just sit there all the time. If any of you guys watch Italics on the Twitch here, then you will know he does his gamer death breaks every 3 hours. Every 3 hours, gotta get up, move around, gotta avoid gamer death. Come on, BTA, why are you taking so long? There we go. I don't know why, but it was taking the launcher a long time to start up. Alrighty. Now, let me get some music started for you guys, as promised. And we will do a BRB. Yeah, Peak Gamer Swamp Ass. I don't have that yet, but I'm trying to avoid it too. Alright. We're gonna BRB. And I will see you guys in just a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy the music.